We made a great deal of progress in improving the productivity and quality of software using CMM and its successor CMMI. But we finally got to a point where we had done what we could with process and we needed to take the next step. We saw the same thing happen in the rest of the business where they were using Six Sigma and similar techniques to improve their process, but they got to a point where they couldn't define any more projects that would have the return on investment that they expected out of a Six Sigma project. So what we saw in that world was the development of Design for Six Sigma, which says now let's go look at the product itself and redesign the product so that it is less likely to have quality problems, so that it's easier to manufacture, and a number of other advantages. And so we're going through the same process, rather the same evolution right now in the software world. The companies that have done the process part well have driven it to the point where they've gotten the benefits they could get from improving their processes. The next step is they need to change to improving their product itself. So we're really in what I call the fourth wave in software engineering. The first wave was back in the 1970s when we realized we needed better languages to express the stuff we were writing, and so we created third generation and fourth generation languages. That helped a lot until we ran into the fact these things are growing in monstrous size. And so the second wave was really to take the next step and build design methods, advanced design methods, Jackson system design technique, the various case tools to support all this design information, computer-aided software engineering tools. And so the 80s saw that wave of design tools and design methods. The problem then was that people weren't using them effectively. We thought we'd get an order of magnitude improvement. We found we only got 10% by the middle of the 80s. And the problem was that people's process was so chaotic that they weren't able to use the methods and tools effectively. So the third wave in software engineering was really the process wave. CMM was a leader in that. There have been many other process models that come out. IDLE for people doing operations work, and a number of others. On the business side, it was Six Sigma and Lean. And so this, that gave us the next step. And in fact, lo and behold, we found as we got the process under control that all of a sudden the design methods and the languages were finally showing their true benefits. So we've driven that as far as we can. And the fourth wave, the next set of improvements, is going to come out of the way we improve the product. So you've seen in the 2000s, you've seen focus on architecture, things like service-oriented architectures, SEI's work on product line architectures. We've seen work on driving the measurement of the actual structural quality of software, companies coming out with various tools for static and dynamic analysis. And so that's where we are now. We're really trying to drive the continual improvement of the quality of the product as the next step in continuing to improve the productivity and quality of software development.